What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to Tuesday night. Dita. And we got a great show for you lined up. Let's get the...
I got
well,
money.
not that. We got a great show for you lined up today. We're going to talk about sex trafficking since it's in the news quite a bit, and we're going to distinguish between prostitution and sex trafficking. I actually looked it up, and it should be interesting. On the heels of that, we're going to talk about new charges against Puff Daddy, all right, P. Diddy or Diddy, LeBron James at the Diddy party. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. And Usher as well. All right, some interesting clips going around social media. And also, we're going to talk about Andrew Tate, new accusations coming out, or at least leak accusations from his potential trial that is upcoming here, possibly in the calendar year or next year. Of course, this is probably going to make it difficult for his defense team at this particular point. But we're going to, all of this kind of goes on with sex trafficking, including Martin Luther King's name being brought up about his Diddy parties being legendary, since we're bringing up dead people. All right, so
I got money.
Oh man, people are always concerned where you're putting your prick, but where you put your prick is probably the most important decision in your life. We got that coming up, and perhaps the worst place to ever meet a mate. This has been voted on, I suppose. The media is going to tell us the worst place to pick a mate. We have Crime and Law CGA, plus we have It's an Evil World We Live In. We got a great show for you lined up today. I'm Major League. My energy is up. So I'm happy about it. And it allows me to do some extra work in here. But anyway, none of that matters. To contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel, where you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat. New world order. On the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Let's see here. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with my situation with YouTube. All right, I've been having trouble the past 2 days. 3 streams in a row interference. Let's see what happens today. I'm going to see if we can resolve it. But anyway, man, shout out to y'all. And let me see if I can get over here to get to the earlier contributors to today's show. Where is my screen? All right, hopefully you guys have proofread your chats. All right. And we got some earlier contributors to today's show right here. Mr. Will I Am is in the building. I had a coworker say that he was uncomfortable around a bunch of white men in our corporate after hours meeting. He says while he was also pointing out pink toes at the job site. Why, yes, he is a Kamala Harris supporter. Can you try to explain this? I'm confused. Hit me with the Joshua Henderson. All right. He likes pogs. All right. Here we go.
Do you ran into the right
bro?
folks?
What's your type? You like black, white?
I like white girls more better.
Oh, no.
Especially the thick time.
That's what I'm talking
Word?
about. Snow bunny.
Big time.
Yeah.
In other words, pod.
Snow bunny.
Pod. That's what I like. Yeah. Hey, say that bit again. Say it one more time, but say it slow.
Pog. P-A-W-G. Fat ass white girls.
That's what I'm talking about.
What you like, bro?
Yeah.
I like fat ass white girls, the thick time.
Ooh,
the
yeah.
curvy types.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Okay.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. You fall, fat ass white girl.
That ass white girl.
Shit, I got it, but I
You
know
know
a
what I'm
bunch
talking
of
about?
them.
All right, we all know a bunch of them, but yeah, what's happening is I guess he was uncomfortable being around white men. All right, yeah, white men are there. He's uncomfortable around a bunch of white men, but he wanted some pink toes. All right, is he a pro-black? Pro-blacks love them some pink toes. All right, they do. Pro-blacks love white women. All right, they do. All right, shout out to our brother Alonzo Brown, damn coach. He says, I'm watching the Last Dance documentary with Michael Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, and it's bringing back all the 90s vibes. And he says, those dudes were solid. Jordan holding the whole squad down like a real leader. Coach Gang, let's get it. And yeah, Michael Jordan gets criticized by Gen Z. Gen Z thinks LeBron is better, and they're pulling up clips of Michael Jordan missing. But the leadership is what separated him from LeBron James. No government name, NGN. Coach Alini, can you explain why people hate the truth? He says, it never made sense to me as a kid. Is it just their ego? I'm going to explain it real quick, NGN, since we got time. I suppose we got a little time.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
All right. But I'm going to explain what that is. All right. Of course, I needed this text. All right. But the text came through. Okay. I needed it back then. All right. But now I got it now. All right. Let's see something here. I got to get it. But I'm going to explain what's going on there. You see, when people get truth, I'm going to tell you what happens when they get the truth. They have to be confronted with the fact that their life may have been a lie. All right. So a truth that people want to avoid, once they get this truth, they have to look back at their life and realize that at many points of their lives, they were lied to, or they lied to other people. Right. So imagine all of the things that you talked about your sky daddy, about love, about how business works, about anything, about money. And then all of a sudden somebody hits you with a hardcore truth that you went 10, 20, 30 years into your adulthood. And then you find out it was wrong. Now you're confronted with going, damn, I was wrong. I educated people. I spoke nonsense to someone. So I'd rather not accept that. I'd rather not accept the fact that my life has been a lie. So what I'll do is I'll just deny the truth. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're doing. That's what we do. So people just deny the truth and they just won't accept it. Right. People want to know that they knew something. All right. I knew it all along. And all of a sudden you didn't know it at all. All right. So anyway, what an evil world we live in. Right. All right. It is an evil world. Shout out to you. But that's what it is. People don't want to confront the fact that they didn't know something, that their life is a lie. Okay, of course, all my shit is messed up right there at the beginning of the show. All right, here we go right here. I just want to get this done, y'all. I just want to get this done. Okay, what an evil world we live in. All right in my show. That's what happens when you're waiting for a text message. All right, so I have to handle that a little bit later. What else is going on? We got some contributors over there on PayPal. Let me check on PayPal. Put them up. Dark Side Foundation is over there on Venmo. The first thing he says is, damn, there's a lot. Dark Side Foundation says, Coach, today was my last day of a first-time home buyer education course. The amount of times the instructor mentioned child support during the loan approval process was alarming. They're normalizing male extortion with this straight face. It's an evil world we live in. Interesting, right? Wow.
It's an evil world we live in.
Child support will fuck up your day. It will mess up your finances, guys. Please get this shit straight. You guys always have to learn the hard way. Men are a little bit, men, you're a little noggin. You're a little noggin, guys. All right. You got to learn the hard way. Dark Side Foundation also, Coach, it's sad that all of the emphasis is on the women who were victims of Diddy, who were primarily volunteers. But no one is talking about men like Usher, Justin Bieber, who were sold to him by their parents. It's a damn shame. No, again, nobody cares about the men in this situation. They're only caring about the women in this situation. All these poor girls. Cassie, what about Usher? What about that ninja Justin Bieber? Allegedly, these ninjas was catching it up the Duke shoot. They were allegedly. I don't know if they were, but there's clips of P. Diddy talking about they were wrestling in their drawers for cereal, Frosted Flakes. All right, there's also a clip of Usher looking quite uncomfortable with P. Diddy talking. I mean, hopefully we can get to that later on to the show. But as you can see, nobody cares about the men. No. And did Usher? Oh, Little Rod, I suppose. Pause. Monte, let's see here. Yeah, Monte says, what did you say? Gun to your head, name 3 animes. I can't do it. All right, I can't do it. I'm not good at anime at all. All right, I know nothing about anime. Zero. I know it's Japanese, right? If I want some linglings to come over and sit, cross-legged, Indian style, as they used to call it. Actually had a young JUCO side piece that came through. She was legal. All right, she's of legal age. And she sat up and watched anime, all right, while I was in here doing my work, all right? I came in here and did a stream, and she was sitting up there with eating dry cereal watching anime. I was like, have at it. All right, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, all right. One Piece. I know One Piece. Shout out to One Piece. And all right, Monkey D. What's that the guy's name? I'm bad at anime. But I was quite interested and enthralled, and it definitely got me rock hard, all right, to watch her sit there eating dry cereal and watching anime. All right, I was like, wow, this is fantastic. All right, anyway, what's going on in my headphones here? Turn that shit off. All right, my headphones are bugging out. All right, with that being said, you know what day it is? It is Tuesday night. Gordita. We got Tuesday at Gordita. My ear don't cancel. Here, turn that shit off. All right. All right, it's all in my ear, bugging out. All right, cancel that. All right, so here we go. We got Gorditas coming up on the menu right here. So we need to get some music, don't we? We need to get some reggaeton, all right? The Latinos love the reggaeton. So let's get some reggaeton on and do a little dance. And let's get some gorditas on your screen because it's Tuesday night. And a ninja out here about to be kicking and screaming. We kicking up dust is a must. Yes, indeed. We ready to go. Get the horn ready. Back it up. Yes, let's get some gorditas on your screen already. Look at this.
Oh, the humanity.
I saw a lot of gorditas at the Raider game. All right, there were lots of gorditas at the Raider game, and they was out there smelling like perfume. All right, they were smelling good, nails done, hair done, and all that, ninja. It was crazy. All right. Oh, my goodness, man. This is crazy.
Oh, the humanity.
All right. Look at that belly. Look at that pot belly pig. All right. Hello. All right. That's crazy right there. Okay. Oh, we'll come back to her. Hello. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Look at that humpback. Look at that big back right there. Goodness. Oh, she big in the front too. Hello. Oh, yeah. Suki now. Bailad. Dance. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, he at home. Yes, indeed. He at home. He's at home. Let's go.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Oh, that's a big fanny gordita right there. Oh, my goodness. She ready. Oh, my goodness. What is this? What the hell? Oh my God. No way. No. Oh my goodness. Wow. What in the world? Jesus. All right. Good Lord have mercy. Another one.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh my goodness, man. God bless these girls right here. Let's go. Woo wee. Oh my goodness. What? I need to look this up on the internet. Al Gore's internet right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got some slimmies. Get back to the slimmies. Let's go. Hey, look at this. You know the hair gonna be on point. All those morenas coming in here. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at this right here. Wowzers. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. No way. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord have mercy. Where's the... Okay, yes, now we talking here. Here we go. My goodness. I need some chiquitas in the building. Oh, sexy, sexy. Come on, girl. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Show it to me. Little chiquita. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go.
Oh, the humanity.
Yes, indeed. Look at the little slimmies out here. I'm going to Costa Rica tomorrow, ninja. I got to get over there. All right, but yes, indeed. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Man, look at this. Wow. Dump it. Shamu. Oh, my goodness. And there we go right there. Yes, that ninja right there. CGA. All right, yes.
Lord have mercy.
We got Rosalinda.
We must.
We got Rosalinda.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, yes, indeed. There she is. And, you know, any Mexicans come in here, they getting pregnant. So she got my baby, too. All right, I gave her a baby, and she cleans my house. All right, man, did you see that splash into the bed? All right, there you go right there. On Tuesday only, Gordita special. All right, I got her, baby, and look, she got me good, too. She ain't letting go. All right, I think I better let her go. All right, Jesus. It's tough out here, brothers. It's tough to survive, so you got to be on your P's and Q's out here because they will put the clutches on you. The gorditas will put the closures on you, and they might stab you too. So be careful. They might stab you.
I got to cut you.
All right, because they always cutting up something. So yeah. All right, they got that going on right here. I think I better let her go. Do me a favor, hit the like button, man. We got a great stream coming up here. Coming up next, we got Straggle and Sniggle Theater coming up next. I didn't even know it. All right, I didn't know it. All right, but we got Straggle and Sniggle Theater coming up. You know what? Let's jump into it. Why not? Let's go right into it. Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater, do me a favor, hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. You know what? At this particular point, this is enough internet, man. I mean, this is too much internet for me. I mean, I need a break here. Apparently, let's take a look at what's going on here.
Pero yo tengo 4,000.
Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Gracias.
What the hell? Oh, my God. No way. I will hear nobody out. I will hear nobody out. All right. There's no hear me out on this one. Not even you, JC. I'm hearing nobody out on this one. This has got to be a violation of some sort of moral law, a law of nature somewhere. All right. I don't know what's going on. This is too much internet. Here we go right here. Yeah. What in the, I mean, I don't even know how old it is. I can't tell how old it is, how young it is. No one will be heard out. No one will be hurt. No one will be heard out, my fam. All right. No more. Is that a Mogwai? Hold on for a second. All right. All right. Is that a Mogwai? What is that? All right. Anybody know? I mean, it's kind of giving this type of vibes right here. It's kind of giving Mogwai. All right. What is this? Oh, my. Nobody will be heard out. All right. You're going to jail. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you if you actually know. All right. And yes, it doesn't have an OnlyFans. Does it have an OnlyFans? It has a social media account. I mean, her. And she got 376 followers. Oh, we done.
Oh, the humanity.
We done. Oh, no. I might go down a deep, deep rabbit hole here, but, oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're done as a people. Let's go ahead and pack this shit up. Let's wrap this shit up right now. I don't think we can come back from this. It does have a social media account, 300,000 followers, my ninja. All right, yeah, we through. All right, men are done. I can't with you. All right,
Yeah, that brother's starving.
370,000 guys, 370,000 followers, 375K. 375K. Ninja, we done.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Okay. Let's wrap this shit up right now. Let me unplug my shit. I can't do this no more. I can't. All right. Yeah. Ninja's gonna have to go on the list now. We're gonna have to go on the list. Okay. Strike What Sniggle Theater. Apparently, we have a woman, I believe, that's in Jamaica. I'm not sure where she is. Let me see if I can pull this up. Apparently, this woman probably runs some sort of resort or a bed and breakfast in Jamaica. And she says right here, Jamaican owner of vacation rental company says no more Black American guests.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, no. It's always you African Americans out here, man.
Look at my African
American. I swear to God.
Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
All right, so she did go on record as to why she wants no more African Americans, and let me know if this sounds familiar. Here we go right here.
African people stay here, I have Jamaican people stay here, I have white people stay here, I have Spanish people stay here, and I have Black Americans stay here. I'm not saying not all Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place have been nothing but problem. Only 2 good ones came here, all of them. Fight late at night, not with me, with each other. They're disrespectful, they're entitled, they're unappreciative, And it is that way because America has spoiled them and give them so much free shit. But they think they could come to Jamaica and get the same free shit out here and be nasty about it.
All right, listen.
Look at my African American over here.
Listen,
Look at him.
I've been telling you.
Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
I've been telling you for a long time that I refuse to be like, if y'all was like, oh, we're going to have our own land and shit like that, I wouldn't go. I'll stay here with the white people and the Venezuelans. I'll stay there. All right, ninja, I'll roll the dice. All right, because I know ninjas, man, especially you Southern ninjas. All right. She said no African Americans. By the way, not even street hookers will take African Americans. It's all bad. We have a bad reputation, the African American. All right, and I told you it's the African American because I've been around the world and All right, black folks don't act like African Americans. All right, African Americans are a special type. Not even this one will be like written to you, bruh. She said you're spoiled, you're entitled, and you getting handouts, free shit from your government. Oh man.
I'm not saying all of you are like that, but because of that, I'm not risking my health and my happiness for people. No short-term stay. No short-term stay. It's not going to happen here. I'd rather eat salt and banana and let goats and cows live into my houses than I have people come here and stress me. I will not.
Wow, she says she'd rather let goats live in her house than the African American. Oh, we gotta clean up our act. Well, y'all got to clean up y'all's act. I'm not a part of y'all.
Hate my business because of customers. A lot of business people are miserable because of some kind of customer. Not this place. I don't want my place is drama free.
All right, drama free. Wow, scathing reviews of the African American. All right, did she say bananas? That's racist. That's racist. All right, what do we got here? Straggle Sniggle Theater. Apparently, pro athletes are having troubles with the ladies. We're going to start off with Scotty Barnes being exposed by his high school sweetheart, saying that he dumped her, is now expecting a baby with a white woman. All right, okay, let's see him. Scotty Barnes. Does he still play for the Toronto Raptors or did he get traded somewhere else? All right, last I heard he was with the Toronto Raptors. All right, but it says right here, there's Scotty Barnes looking like, all right, never mind. And there's this nice piece of chocolate calico. She's a nice looking thing, but there's a white woman there, right there.
Where the white women at?
Apparently Scotty Barnes has knocked up a white girl. All right, he's going to have babies with the good hair. All right, so let's see what happened here. Scotty Barnes is in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. The 24-year-old Toronto Raptors star has found himself at the center of a controversy after rumors surfaced that he is expecting a child with 33-year-old Alyssa Ray Holmes, the white woman. All right, let me see here.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right, so he knocked up Kaylee. And it says the news sparked a firestorm of speculation and prompted Nari, who I believe is the sister, to take to TikTok recently to share her thoughts. So this is Nari or Nara. Is it Nari? Nari. She expressed her frustration saying, well, we'll play what she says right there. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go to the video.
Okay. Put a finger down if you were dating your high school sweetheart for almost 6 years. You're holding it down for him while he's trying to make it to the NBA. He makes it to the NBA, so you move to another country to be there with him to support him, all while studying for your master's. One day, out of the blue, he breaks up with you, and then months later, he gets a white girl pregnant. Just me? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Where the white women at?
All right, he got him a flatback. We'll perhaps pull up photos of the flatback. And they said right here, speculation intensified when fans discovered a photo of Alyssa Ray Holmes' baby bump on the gram, to which Scotty Barnes commented, "Life with you," fueling rumors that the baby is in fact his. Scotty Barnes, you need to get DNA tests on that baby. All right, you need to get a DNA test. How old is Scotty Barnes? And why are you with a 33-year-old white woman? I don't think you're 33 years old. Let's look it up here because I'm interested. Hey, by the way, I'm doing my job. All right, I'm doing my job. This is important. He's 23. Oh, you knocked up a 33-year-old? Jesus, man, bruh. You could, okay, but she snatched that seed. All right, let's see if we can find some images of this woman, maybe pregnant. All right, here we go. This is the woman. Is this the baby bump? All right, regular, stock factory issue white girl. Yep, he got him a white girl. Look at him. Okay, this ninja right there.
Niggas always gotta show they.
All right, which one's better? All right, we might have to put this to a vote right here. We have Nari or the white girl. All right, which one's better? He got definitely a plain Jane. He could have got one with longer hair. Come on. Oh, here it is. Is this the one? Is this the baby bump? Oh, this is it. All right, we found it. All right, so there. Oh no, my ninja. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, she got you, ninja.
Gotcha, bitch.
She came up, boy. Oh boy, the hood. All right, so let me go ahead and put a vote right here. Goodness gracious. Oh, you got to protect your seed out here, gentlemen. You got to protect your meat and your seed. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me see here. Who's better for Scotty Barnes? Who's better for Scotty? All right, let's see here. Nari, the sister, B-Dub, and Alyssa, the WW. All right, we'll start a poll here. There you go right there. Wow. All right, goodness. In life with you. Oh, she had, listen, Alyssa just salty. He didn't do it. I mean, he did wrong, but Alyssa just, Nari's just salty. Here we go. She's salty as hell. Where's it at? Play it.
Put a finger down if you were dating your high school sweetheart for almost 6 years. You're holding it down for him while he's trying to make it to the NBA. He makes it to the NBA, so you move to another country to be there with him to support him, all while studying for
another country? You mean Canada? Okay.
Your master's.
All right, studying for her master's. He don't care about no damn master's degree, but there goes the family wealth right there. All right, and he picked a white woman. Ooh-wee. All right, she gonna take that ninja for some child support.
One day out of the blue, he breaks up with you, and then months later, he gets a white girl pregnant.
All right, he gets a white girl pregnant. Shout out to him, though.
Where the white women at?
All right, got him. Damn, man, got your ass right here.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right, everybody got, but baby, I don't know. Nari's definitely salty right now. He's not allowed the monkey branch, no. All right, and she said out of the blue. I don't think out of the blue, all right? It probably was a progressive, you know, he probably tired of hearing her mouth. You know what I mean? Who want to hear her mouth all the time? I got a master's degree, all right? She walks in like this every day.
And graduated from college with my bachelor's at 20 with a degree in communication sciences with an emphasis in speech and language pathology.
All right, remember Alyssa's 33 years old, bruh. 33. I mean, I get it. White women, yeah.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right, but a 33-year-old white woman and you're 23? Shit. Where's all the metaphile comments?
Gotcha, bitch.
Where's all the metaphile comment? Is she a metaphile? Because if it was a 33-year-old and a 22-year-old girl, all right, a 32-year-old, 33-year-old man and a 23-year-old girl, woman, people will be all up in arms. But Nari's salty. By the way, Alyssa's slightly winning right now. She's slightly winning. But I guarantee you he was annoyed because she probably was like, I don't care about your MBA. I'm getting my master's. Who cares?
And graduated from college with my bachelor's at 20
Anyway.
with a degree in communication sciences with an emphasis in speech and language pathology.
I'm getting a master's from the University of Phoenix. Nobody cares. He probably was annoyed. He got a millie mouth white girl. She probably just drops her neck. All right, she does and plays the role.
There's barbecue in there.
He got Apex Predator. She snatched him for that seed. All right, don't marry that white woman, by the way. All right, speaking of another pro athlete, guys, it doesn't matter if you're a pro athlete, you're a regular Joe, you're CGA, Andrew Tate. All right, Ric Flair. Apparently, is he getting divorced for the 15th time? All right, it doesn't matter if you're Diddy. You can catch wreck out here, man. It's tough. Apparently, Bryce Young, who was supposed to play against the Raiders and we would have won, but instead they brought out the Red Rocket, and he killed us. But apparently Bryce Young lost his girl too. Oh, man, it's bad out here. Let's go ahead and play the video.
I knew that something had to be off with Bryce Young outside of the football field, because last year he showed some glimpses, made some good throws. This year it's been none. And then I come to find out that he lost his girlfriend to Tyrese Maxey. Now, when I saw Tyrese Maxey on that Jumbotron at the Philadelphia Eagles game, I knew something was fishy. I said, why does it seem like that girl that he's with does not want to be seen on the Jumbotron? But I said, hey, maybe she's shy. But I said, I seen her somewhere before. And then I find out that that's Bryce Young's girlfriend. And it's a video of her walking onto the practice field with Bryce Young. And when that happened, a lot of people said that's a no-no. This is a place of work. He's not supposed to do that. Yeah. But Bryce Young, no offense to him, he looks like a very nice guy. He looks like a lover boy, and nothing is wrong with that. But you guys have to use this as a lesson and remember that she is never yours. Never. It's only your turn. And then I do some research because you guys know I'm a Google a nigga. I'm going to find out some stuff. I find out that she also dated Shador Sanders, Bryce Young, and now Tyrese Maxey. Damn. Guys, do not let these women, definitely you guys who have a lot going on, do not let them mess up what you have going on. I know it's easier said than done, but try your best not to let that happen.
Shout out to this guy, and the guy his name is D Rich TV. Shout out to D Rich TV making an appearance on the Notorious CGA channel or the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Guys, man, listen. It's they never yours, guys. They never yours.
Straight jacket.
They're never yours. Don't get too attached to women, bro. Don't get too attached. We tell you at the JUCO, have fun with them, and really when it's over, let it be over. All right, don't catch no feelings for these broads. Nothing. Don't catch no feelings. Nothing, man. It's all bad out here. All right, boy, everything that I needed to happen before the stream is now happening right in front of me right now. So I got to send somebody a message. Do not get too attached, brothers. All right, do not get too attached. All right, anyway, I guess that didn't work anyway. That's crazy. All right, let me see. Get the... let's see here. This is distracting. All right, this is distracting. All right, so anyway, guys, do not get attached. That's the main point. All right, that's the main point. And we teach this over at the locals. Do not get attached because soon as you get attached, women, they actually wants to become detached from you. Detached. All right. All right, so let me tell you a story real quick. And guys, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire athlete, a young guy, young and successful, young and rich. You guys will get it. You guys will get it that these women are temporary. Join me over at Locals right there. Coach Greg Adams at locals.com. We talk about this quite a bit. They're all monetized. All right. Even when you got money, you can get replaced. Hypergamy is a motherfucker. Now, here's the funny thing about it. The woman exercises hypergamy, it's okay. I mean, not on our side. But then what happens is this guy, Scotty Barnes, traded in an old broad and then got with another old broad. All right, he traded her in. It is cold-blooded out here, man. It's an evil world. Let me see if I can pull up the young lady, by the way. I don't want to give her too much shine. But let's see. They didn't say her name. But one day you got her, the next day you don't. But listen, you know how women work? This is how women work. They work really funny. They will be pining after you. They will be chasing you. I want something with you. The minute you flip it back on them. Okay, baby, I got you. Baby, I'm yours if you want me. They gonna skedaddle. They gone. Like, you got to be indifferent with women. You got to be indifferent with them. I know they're going to ask you, I just want you to commit. I just want to spend time with you. I just want to love you. The minute you be like, okay, and you get in there and you get rid of all your hoes, these girls flip. Now you controlling, you too attached, you smothering her, you doing too much, you embarrassing, all right? She listening to you snore. All of a sudden you snore too loud. You fart in your sleep, all right? They gone. They're like, nigga, all of a sudden you sending her flowers. You sending her writing her love letters and poems and cards. You sending her greeting cards and shit. All right. And all of a sudden you take her to the trip, shopping sprees, no more VIP. She get comfortable and she see all that shit. She be like, I don't like that. All right. I don't like that. Keep they ass chasing and pining. All right. Never chase these bitches. Always replace them. All right. Shout out to these guys right here. Is that the rest? Okay, so anyway, I guess that's it on that one. I don't even know if that was part of the next segment, but that's Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Gotta keep them guessing, all right? Gotta keep them guessing. They don't play the game fair, bro. They don't play. Most men have never solved the problem of American women or women in general. But they funny acting, ain't they? They funny acting. But save yourself the time, become a free agent. Don't have to deal with that game. It's an evil world out there. All right, let me check out what's happening on the Ko-Fi. All right, let me see what's happening on the Ko-Fi. It is our brother here. Oh, we got a couple of brothers. It is the independent thinker in normie clothing. He says, it's that time of the generation cycle, the fourth turn, where the next cohort of young men go sacrifice for their countries. Politicians. Andrew Tate is too influential to have out there speaking and encouraging men to put themselves first over the elite plans. We might talk about that because you're on to something. You're on to something. I heard someone else put it like that as well. All right, so you're right in many instances. Yes, he said the fourth turning. So the new generation, right? You got people, Gen Z. They're the new people that are going to be drafted into the wars, right? They're the new people that are going to fight the battles for the so-called elite, right? New world order. So they're now fresh, ready to go. All of them are going to be ripe at the ripe age, right for the picking. And so they're going to pick them and they're plucking them out. They're ready to send them out, right? So yeah, you're right. All right, shout out to our brother Joe. Postpartum depression is the turning point for a lot of marriages. She becomes snappy, agitated, stops wanting to have sex, and blames you for everything. Coach, why is postpartum depression the turning point for many relationships? Because that is the point. Thank you for asking these questions because it allows me to revisit topics that I forgot. But here's the reason why, if you want to know, and for men that don't know, postpartum depression typically is linked to women. About 87% of women experience it from one range to another. Some for 2 weeks, some up to 2 years, and some can develop postpartum psychosis, which is even worse. Sometimes they go untreated because women don't check on it, but now women are more checking on it. But let me tell you what happens. This is the point where, there's a lot of hormonal shit going on, but let's just tell you about the psychological effects of what's going on here. Your girl that had your baby or babies will now find out what real love is. Okay? I want you to listen to me. Your baby mama, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever it is who has your babies, she is now going to find out what real love is. This is what's going to mess her up. Because before, she wanted love from you. She wanted to receive love from you. She wanted to receive unconditional love, right? She wanted to receive unconditional love. Most of the time in her life, before she's had that first baby, love centered around her and her mate. Love centered around her and her mate. Now, this is the first time in her life where love comes from another human being, and it comes in the form of what she's asking for, which is unconditional love, right? So the love that you give her cannot compare to the love that her child gives her. Sometimes the frustration of the child not being able to talk and communicate drives her batshit crazy, meaning she cries, right? If she's breastfeeding, the breast milk is all doing what it is. The body's going hormonally crazy. She thinks the child doesn't love her, but meaning that the child doesn't like her because the child doesn't listen. But of course, it's a baby. But she's going to experience the first unconditional love she has ever received in this world, meaning that the baby is dependent on her. No human being has ever been dependent. So it's the turning point for you as the father of the baby. Not only that, she thinks that baby is hers. Now, that is the ignorant absence of science mindset. That baby is yours. But in her mind, the baby came from her. And so she is typically, in her mind, the only parent. Because she has to feed and sometimes might be a little more nurturing, might be a little bit more nurturing. So the baby came from her body and this bond will be forever there. But for your marriage, it's going to be an adjustment that you're going to have to make. Most men aren't going to be ready for it, but it typically centers around the baby gives the mother unconditional love, and you cannot compare. Your love can no longer compare. Okay. Your love can no longer compare. Like, you could tell her she's great, she's wonderful, and it cannot compare. The child is going to latch onto her typically and want to be around her, which can be annoying, but That type of love and dedication and unconditional love cannot be rivaled. Now, let me tell you an example of this. I had, well, I won't say, I knew someone in a family that had a child at the ripe age of 12, right? Or she was pregnant at 12, delivered a child at 13. Now, you would think, because we're adults, you would think that that child would recognize that her mom is a child. You would think that, right? You would think that because we're older, we're watching the young girl go through something traumatic that you might think she's not experienced and ready for it. You would think that the child will come out and be like, what the fuck did you do? All right, you're 12, you're 13. Like, wow. You think the child will come out and shame mom? Like, what the fuck? You think that would happen, right? Well, it's the opposite. The child doesn't know that the mother's a teenager. The child doesn't know that the mother is a child. The child doesn't know that the mother is ill-equipped or ill-prepared for this. Doesn't know the child, doesn't know mom goes to school and all of that. Because the child, the baby, belongs to that mother. So it has a natural bond, and that baby loves the mother unconditionally, despite the fact that you might judge the mother as a 13, 14, or whatever. You might judge the mother. We judge the mother, but guess what? The child doesn't. The child does not judge the mom. The child clings to the mom because that's her mom. That is unconditional love. That is unconditional love. And she gets that from no one else. Nobody can give her that type of unconditional love. That's when I learned what unconditional love was. When I saw that, I said, wow, that is unconditional love. Nobody can give her that. Not even her husband, not even a lover, not her friend, her homie lover friend, her baby daddy, nobody. And once that person, that child, comes into your marriage, it's going to be a turning point. Okay? 100%. It's going to turn everything. It's going to change that woman's orientation to what's real and what's not. Do me a favor, man. Hit the like button and feel free to contribute to today's show. All right, here we go. No government name says, would you rather know when, how, and where you die? Or number two, not know until it happens. This would be a great idea for a quick poll to the viewers. I don't want to know. All right, I have no interest in knowing. All right, we got our brother here, Leo K. Scotty Barnes signed a $225 million contract with the Raptors this summer. Upgrading to a white bitch was just the next logical step. Oh, my goodness. Where the white women at? All right. Yeah, it was. You know, when you get money, you know, you could go up into rungs of society, but, you know. Yo, it's crazy, man. Yo, man, watch out, man. No government name. Imagine if when people are born, you know exactly what time and how much time you had left until the Undertaker came and seen you. Depending on the actions you take in your life, you can see it. You see it change in real time. Okay, there's a movie about it. Oh, yeah. All right. For sure. That would be interesting to see. I wouldn't want to know. We got our brother here. It is Abel says, remember, gentlemen, you have no male friends, just opponents waiting off in the wings for their time upstage. He says even Cain trusted his brother to his detriment. We are all in a competition. Shout out to Abel. We are all in a competition. Shout out to you, man. No government name and GM. If women don't hate men, why are they naturally bothered by single men being happy without a girlfriend or a wife? If they don't hate men. Okay, all right. If women don't hate men, why are they naturally bothered by single men being happy without a girlfriend or a wife? The normies. I'm finding a lot of people, a lot of women now jumping out here, stealing my free agent lifestyle shit. All right. I want to be by myself. I want to travel. I'm like, bitch, this is the free agent lifestyle. We came up with this shit first. All right, but they do feel unbothered. They're like, something's wrong with you. Why don't you have a girlfriend? My neighbors probably be like, why don't he got a girlfriend? And every night they stand by the window and they watch JUCOs leaving my house. All right, they watching JUCOs leaving my house like, this ninja. All right. They like, what is this dude doing? All right, anyway. They'd be like, this dude's wild. How does he keep this up? All right, anyway. NGN says Gen Z men have already awakened to the truth that society didn't give a damn about them or what they want. He says if they draft Gen Z men, it'll most likely backfire more than they realize. And when we say they, you know who they is. All right, you know who they is. We still got some people here contributing to the day show. I appreciate the contributions of organizing this show. All right, let's see here. No government name says your soundboard is legendary. Shout out to you, man. It's legendary. Shout out to you. He says, I was at the farmer's market and was ordering some steak. He says, the guy behind the counter asked if I wanted all meat and no bones. He says, I heard your soundboard in my head like, hey, yo, chill, son. Yes, hey, indeed. Yo. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, you like, bruh, do I want all meat, no bones? Hey, man. All right, shout out to our brother Michael H. Says, Coach, you are an inspiration. Man, I want to be an inspiration. I don't want to be a motivator. I want to be an inspiration. That's what I want to be in life. Thank you for allowing me to be that for you guys, and hopefully you see it. Some women don't want that. They don't want you. Why does he inspire you? Where's Derek Jackson? Where's that one? What's that one ninja name? Where's Yada Awakening? Where's that marble talking in the mouth ass ninja? What's his name? I can't think of his name. All right, anyway. What's the guy's name? Anyway, I can think of it. The dictator says Scotty knows where the white women at. He's in Canada, for God's sakes. He's in Canada. But somebody said it. Yeah, a 33-year-old white woman is not an upgrade. All right, but I get what you're doing there. It's like the New York Knicks basketball party. All right, a 33-year-old white woman? Not when you're 23, man. That's a downgrade. Shout out to our brother here, Andrew Grove is in the building. Good to see you over on the Papism. Tony Gaskin, yeah. Tony Gaskin. All right. Tony Gaskin's a Bama. Where is he from? Andrew Grove says, Coach, very, very common in my demographic of suburban whites. My ex-wife loved me like a fat kid loves cake until my daughter was born. Everything from sexual dynamics to attitude completely changed. We just don't matter anymore once the baby is born. This is a fact. And you're going to be blamed for just about anything. And you'll be blamed, and she'll say, I got postpartum depression. And you'll say, well, go seek help. She won't go seek help. She wants you to drag her to the postpartum depression therapist. You're like, I can't help you. I can't help you. All right, because, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. And raising a baby and raising children is not easy, so I will not ever say that it's an easy thing. But, of course, they're also conflicted with their feminism because they want to go back to work, so they shove their baby in a daycare or with granny at 6 weeks, and then they miss the child. Don't let you you know what's going to piss them off more? You know what pisses a woman off more when you have a baby? Let's see if you guys can see it. Let's see if you guys know it. All right, because this one right here is going to trigger them. Ladies, you should know. You should know this one. I'm going to tell you something because I've been married before. Have produced 2 children. Or at least I think I got 2. I don't know. What one? Yeah, there he is. Snow Demi always got Snow Demi is always on it. If you are a good father, that's going to piss her off. Despite conventional wisdom. Somebody said breathing. If you are a good dad and you can do that shit effortlessly. If you could do that shit effortlessly. Like, say, for instance, there's 2 type of dads. Dads, they're like, I don't know, man. Oh, the kid's going to piss on me. I don't know how to change the diaper. Oh, it's too fragile. I don't know how to hold the baby. All right, if you're that dad, then she's going to be like, sit over there. Now you become an extra child. Now she's going to hate you, but she's going to be like, you incompetent, lazy. She won't hate you as much. But if you come in there and you be like, all right, you hop up, the baby's crying at 3:30, I'll get it, honey. You calm the baby down, you burp in the baby sees you and be like, goo goo gaga. The baby laying on top of you like this, snoring. You know how to get the gas out of the baby. You know how to change the diaper. You're like, this is easy. You get the car seat and the little baby diaper bag. You be like, let's go, honey. Pissed. Her postpartum depression is going to go through the fucking roof. You take the little baby sling, you know, that little sling you put the baby in and it's all hugged up on your chest and you walking the baby around. Yo, that ain't, she going to be pissed off. Then when the baby crawling and you come home and they hear the garage open and the baby going crazy, da-da, da-da. Soon as you walk in the door, the baby's like, da-da, crying, jumping in your arms, crying. Man, she gonna be pissed. She gonna be irate. I'm gonna tell you this, she gonna be jealous. She gonna be mad as a motherfucker, bruh. She gonna be irate. And she gonna be like, I'm gonna leave the house now for 4 hours. You got the kids? Of course. Got them. All right. Then you go out, she leaves. She's expecting a tornado to hit. And you're gonna be like, oh, honey, I can't do it. All right. When she comes back, the kids are all coloring. They quiet. No Elmo. No motherfucking Baby Shark on. No iPad. The kids are all behaving. They're doing math problems on the chalkboard. They dressed. They got their hair combed and shit. They done took a bath. They ate. All right. When the mom come in the door, the kids still coloring and shit, doing math problems on the board. The mom comes in. No pop and circumstance. Nothing. Walks in. All right. Walks in. Mom's home. Hey, mom. They go back to what they doing. She walks up to him. Hi, mom's home. Kiss him on the cheek. Nothing. No reaction. Look, mommy, I made a coloring book. All right. Man, right up to the dude, you get no pussy that night. No marital pussy. Soon as you reach for the marital pussy, it's going to be like this.
I haven't showered in 3 days and I smell like a bag of onions. Is any of this turning you off? Nothing?
It's a wrap. She going to have postpartum depression. She going to want to divorce you, all that shit. And you were like, and while you were out, I had them in the bathtub and I got them out and I mowed the lawn and I raked the leaves and the cut grass. Did all the dishes. The kitchen is all clean. She like, this shit, done. All right, anyway. Pissed the fuck off. I'm going to tell you that right now, man. Good dad. And then all of the neighbors, your husband's such a good dad. Pissed. You would think she would want this, by the way. Conventional wisdom, you would think they want this. That's what they ask for. And they get it, and it doesn't work. All right, they don't want it. All right, shout out to our brother, the contractor. My ex-baby mama is always mad because everybody knows I pay for everything, and my kid always wants to be with me. I removed any doubt from her to play the victim. He says that's what pisses her off. She can't play single mom victim song because it's a lie. Yep, they want to be the single mom victim. Guys, when you hear women complain about being a single mom, they want this. You guys think that they're complaining? Oh, I'm so hard. You think they're complaining for a solution? Wrong. You're right, the contractor. They want that. When you divorce them or you break up with them and you move out, they want to keep the kid. I'm just a poor single mom. They on dating apps. I'm a single mom of 4, lying their ass off. They want to be that victim. When they can't have that, it disarms them. So when they get 50-50 custody, they pissed. Or you get your kid to move with you. And then the kids are like, I want to live with dad. Pissed. All right, do me a favor, man. Hit the like button. We cooking with hot fish grease right now. We telling you the real, and I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. All right, let's get to it. It's an evil world we live in, I suppose, is next. Hello. It's the evil world we live in, starting with this woman that, wow, here's another one. We got a woman that says she wants an alpha, not a beta male, but with the twist. All right, here we go.
What do you want? Let's put it in the air.
Alpha. You know what I mean?
Oh, you want an alpha?
Sometimes. Because I want an alpha sometimes, but then I also want to have a say. You know what I mean? I want to be able to say what I want. And
Right.
like, also, one of my love languages is like gift giving. So like, I don't want to be like the pillow princess. It's like, oh, just, you know what I mean? Like, take care of me. I want to be able to like, I'm going to pull up in the Ferrari. I'm going to like get the house. I'm gonna take care of the bills. Sometimes, like I don't want. There should be a balance. You know what I mean? It's empowering for me to be able to give people something. So I want to be, useful monetarily and like emotionally and spiritually.
Are you in the? What did you you posted something in the other day about being too sexy to be?
Oh,
alone.
it's a lyric.
Oh, I got it.
It's a lyric. So
Silence, you fool.
I mean, guys, a trip into the mindset of women. I mean, bro, they're super complicated. This is why you got to be indifferent. Don't take them seriously. They're psyching themselves out. They out-psych themselves out before you even can psych their ass out. All right, but ma'am, what are you talking about?
Silence, you fool.
All right, what are you talking about? Who is this woman? Victoria Monet. All right. Anytime you see Monet, well, never mind. All right. Anyway, here we go right here. What did you say?
Come on, let's put it in the air.
Alpha.
I want an alpha male. Right? So she can say, I want to get dominated. All right? So that's why she wants the alpha male, but...
You know what I mean?
Oh, you want an alpha?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. When it's convenient for me. So I'm going to rebel and fight. I want an alpha male sometimes. I mean, come on, man. Like, you can't take this seriously. Like, if I want a submissive, I want a submissive. I don't want her to be submissive sometimes. All right? That's just how I work. That's how I can get through my day.
Because I want an alpha sometimes, but then I also want to have a say.
I want to. They be fight, guys. Listen, the fight is in their own head. Never think the fight is about you. It's in their own head. I'm trying to strengthen the men so that you guys can go and focus and do what you need to do. Never get in that shit. They need to take that shit. Hey man, take that to the stove. Take that to the corner stove. I ain't got no time for this shit. Go. Let's just go. All right. I listen. All right. Sometimes I want to say, how old is this woman?
You know what I mean? I want to be able to say what I want. And like, also
you want to say what you want without no repercussions. All right. So you don't want the alpha. All right. But you want the alpha to dominate you, but you don't want them to, all right, give you that Sean Connery paintbrush. Talking about looking at your ass like,
silence, you fool.
All right. You want to be able to say what you want. Wrong. Your ass going to get properly dismissed.
Like one of my love languages is like gift giving.
All right, love languages. All right, this is just male manipulation. There's no such thing as a love language. There's no data. There's no psychology or science behind it. It's all bullshit. All right, so this is something that mostly women leverage. And simps. Simps want to be like, my love language is quality time. All right. All right. You sure it's not physical touch? Well, of course, but I also like the acts of services. All right, bullshit. It's just male manipulation. There's no such thing as the love languages. I've actually done streams breaking this shit down.
So, like, I don't want to be like the pillow princess. It's like, oh.
Pillow princess. Baby, you are a pillow princess. And then when you're in there, in my pillow.
Shut up!
All right, that's what I need you to do. I don't want to hear all this bullshit. I don't need no challenges. Just keep your mouth closed.
Silence.
All right, or if you open it up, you better be dropping that neck.
There's barbecue in there.
Or at the least, say something that doesn't matter to me. I mean, you know what I mean? Don't get me hemmed up in no conversations trying to rebel. All right, sometimes you're a pillow princess. Put them legs up.
Oh, just, you know what I mean? Like, take care of me. I want to be able to, like, I'm going to pull up in the Ferrari.
Okay, so we got penis envy. Penis envy. So you want to come out, you want to pull up. This is not going to be impressive to me. But shout out to you with the Lambo and the Ferrari. I mean, it sounds cool. It's not going to be as impressive as if I pulled up in it. I want to pull up in the Ferrari. I want to swing my big swinging dick. Pause.
Hey, yo, chill, son.
I'm going to, like, get the house. I'm going to take care of the bills.
Really? When?
Sometimes. Like, I don't want.
Sometimes.
There should be a balance.
A balance. Equal. Partnership. 50-50. Jesus, these people.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, my. All right, ain't nobody got time for this, bruh. This is goofy. All right, how old is this woman? She too goofy to act like this. She's just, look, let me tell you what she should do. All right, she looks better on that. Oh, does she have a boyfriend? Oh, she getting the, she got baby daddy. Oh, as I thought. Victoria Monet says she and boyfriend John Gaines split 10 months ago, but plans to remain a family. There goes the baby. and 1 fucking kid, and she couldn't take it. Postpartum, now she is now boxed out the guy after delivering 1 child. Man, you can't listen to them. 3.5-year-old, they're going to share custody, revealed their relationship simply didn't work out, and that's okay. Bruh, they be out here just sperm jacking you ninjas.
Straight jacking.
All right, sperm jacking y'all. Praying mantis. Hey, if the kid does not get to age 5, it's a praying mantis. Just jacked you for your seed. And this ninja, look at him. All right, look, man. Hey, y'all can't win, man. Damn, it's just them.
You can't win.
35 years old, and she a single mama. So, man, I tell you, bro, I didn't realize this was a single mother talking. All right, anyway. Let's get into it. It's an evil world we live in. Listen to this. Not even the Latinos can keep it together. Latinos, what y'all doing with y'all ladies out here? Are these Latinos? All right, boy, these Americanized Latinas ain't. What is going on? All right, so let's see what's going on here.
I've been standing out here drilling for 2 hours and not one time did you say, hey, babe, are you hungry?
Well, you have access to all the food before all of us do, so what are you complaining about?
No excusa, Leti, levántate.
Levántate,
Leti.
El puede servirse, mira, ahí va.
Siéntate.
Wow.
Look at the hens. Look at these old hens right here. Come on, man. Not even I can't even get no food, no service. Dude, I'm telling you, they don't be caring about men, man. She said she's tripping out.
She's like, wow.
She said, I'm the birthday girl. I would have served you. Come sit down. I would have served you.
What'd she say, Rick? It's no tu trabajas, ama es mi esposa.
All right. Oh, wait, look at that. Oh, man. And look at this. She coming in the spirit of rebellion. And that neck is too old to be acting like this. So now they made her get up, but she's in the spirit of rebellion. Of course, she's chopped her hair off. That doesn't look like long hair there. All right. Want me to grab you a plate and serve you? Okay. Let me see.
And then you serve yourself the meat that you're cooking?
The reason why you ate is because I cooked your meat.
I know. We are so
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Ándale.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
You made me.
Oh, my.
It's barbecue in there.
All right, this ninja done burnt the chicken and the carne asada.
Dude.
Or El Pollo Loco in there. Oh, man.
Look at that. You're burning. You're burning.
Look at the carne asada. Okay. Wow, man. I tell you, it's all bad. Not even the Latinas. They be acting up on you fools, man. Hector, get it together, man. Get your hyena together, fam. Get your hyena together.
I've been standing out here drilling for 2 hours and not one time did you say, hey, babe, are you hungry?
All right, Abuela and Tia got on her neck, and that's why she looking like that. All right, she looking at that. Look at her. She looking like Charlie Brown got stunned. All right, get you a gordita. She thinks I'm hot. I can still do it. I don't have to serve you. Oh, man, feminism is a trip. Feminism is a trip, man. That's crazy. All right, the comment section on her neck, too. All right, she needs to get up and make sure her husband is good, period. He provided the roof over the head for this ungrateful head of hers. She wants the good life and money, but not the responsibility of a wife. I feel sorry for you, Josh. It's not funny anymore. You're a grown-ass man and you have arms and legs. Guys, gentlemen, hey, man, bye-bye. Bye-bye. They do not want to help y'all ninjas. All right, I'm telling you, you better. I don't got time to argue right here. All you do is make your wife look bad, dude. Let her enjoy her time with the ladies. Oh, man. Hey, look out. Wowzers. Hey, you ain't got no help out here, gentlemen. Not even Tia and Abuela can help these 304. They can't help them, bro. Oh, man. Unbelievable, man. I would boycott, but y'all niggas can't boycott. All right, what part of the show is this? It's an evil world we live in. It says, single ladies, listen up. This woman looks familiar, but let's see what she's got to say.
So I just tested Miss Sprinkle's advice. In short, it worked.
Shira7 said, when you go out by yourself. I did. I went to the happy hour at a very wealthy, predominant place in Philadelphia. I went to the Four Seasons, JG Sky High to be exact, at the time that she said, which is earlier than later. Literally, those men in there were on me like I was honey and they were bees. Now, she said to go by yourself because there were other girls that came as a group that was trying to do the same thing. Baby, they didn't pay them no mind because that's intimidating. They didn't want to go up there to 7 girls and then get let down. But me sitting at the bar by myself, whether you are just networking or going out there to freestyle, you need to get out your comfort zone and go to these happy hours and these places by yourself. I literally made connects with 3 people and my tab was paid. So there was literally nothing that I lost in this experience. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ladies.
Okay. All right. So this is simple to figure out real quick. This is called them placing themselves in the position to find the man that they believe that they want. We're going to get in here and talk about where the worst place to meet a mate is. But this is a woman clearly using sprinkle, which is an ultra hypergamous lifestyle of dating. Lots of women follow her. I believe she's close to 1 million subscribers, or at least 750,000 subscribers. And women are listening to her, and they're attempting to pull off placing themselves in front of men that have money and value. So hotel bars and this type of shit. Even if the guy's married, it counts, just to let you know. So they're trying to get a certain result. So as you can see, this is what I call somewhat, it's still monetized dating. It's still monetized dating. And these women are kind of functioning in this place where they're trying to get leverage. And I'm going to tell you, man, this woman's an odd-looking, light-skinned, funny-faced woman. She got a lot going on there. Lots going on, and she looks very expensive, meaning that her habits probably don't match up with her bank account. So that's forcing her to do hypergamous dating. So be careful out there. Watch out. Women are the predators. Women are the ones that chase. Women are the ones that put themselves in position to take the best viable option. Never forget it. Men do not chase women. It is women that put themselves in a better position to find the man they want. The women that don't do that, they often find themselves alone. All right, waiting for men to approach them and knock on their door and say, "Hi, are you single?" That is not a creep. All right, so anyway, we have this woman that says she's not a 304 on It's an Evil World We Live In.
And people think I'm a hoe. And I'm like, I'm not a hoe. Like, I'm not. Like, I am stupid for maybe 2 people. And then that's it. And then there's the real hoes with 1,000 followers, a few Bible verses, long skirts. The real hoes that actually, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I appreciate every single person in this world. I appreciate the hoes and the whores and everything. I love everyone. But I'm going to tell you, the real hoes, they're not naked on the internet. I'll tell you that.
Wow, shout out to her right there. It's the evil world we live in. She's telling the truth.
It's an evil world we live in.
She's telling the truth, the God's honest truth. And she does not have a bra on. They looked all right. Them titties look all right. No bra. Little saggy waggies in there. All right, she came out, but not prepared for an interview, that's for sure, with no bra on. But guys, she's telling the God's honest truth. Well, other than the fact that she says she's not a hoe. She says I'm a hoe for 2 guys. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She says, I got 2 guys I'm hoeing for, but she even dropped it. The girls on the internet, those are not the only hoes. And I said this earlier today. Just because a woman is dressed scantily clad, that doesn't mean she's not a hoe or is a hoe. But certainly the women that dress maybe what you would call less provocatively, you might think, oh, well, that's one of the good ones. Oh, no. All right. She says, guys, it ain't just the Instagram girls. So ladies, not all women. She said, yeah, it's not just the Instagram girls. It's the regular girls. Ladies. She called y'all out. It ain't just the girls on the gram. And I've been telling y'all this. A lot of guys will be like, STDs. These girls got herpes, and the JUCO and the sex workers got the herpes. It's not. It's the regular girl. It's the regular girl. I'm actually going to break this down on doing some videos. I'm going to do some videos on these subject matters, breaking this down. It's the charity girls, right? It's the girls that are in between. All right. Did you guys know about the charity girls, how dating was linked to prostitution? It was regular girls that wanted to get benefits for having sex, like dinners, movies, going to bars, nightclubs, whatever it is. They wanted the benefits of it so that they can mix into society. See, street girls are street girls, right? They're hookers, right? You could clearly see. But women also love sex too, and they wanted to mix in, so they wanted to benefit. So instead of taking money directly, they took charity, all right? They took this transactional approach to benefit from it, where they can mix into the regular society. They can still be at corporate jobs, and they can still be at your church. They can still be a part of your family. They can still be in the greater society, walking down the street, not in the middle of the night, not out with their ass cheeks out. They can be involved in the monetization of the dates without being considered the underworld. The underworld. So that's why courting has ceased to exist, because women have taken that middle ground approach of being a charity girl, and also what we call just kind of regulated, not in a sit. So dating somewhat regulated, and she can just mix in, oh, I'm not a prostitute, I'm not like those girls, but she's still doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. All right, so anyway, yeah, it's an evil world out here. Let's see.
It's an evil world we live in.
Look it up. This stuff is out here. All right, is this Crime and Law CGA? Maybe I should do this on this. Oh, we got an evil world we live in. Speaking of Diddy Party, this guy has jumped on Al Gore's internet again and thrown dirt on the name of Martin Luther the King. All right, you guys know who Martin Luther the King is. Here he is right here. That's our brother staring Martin Luther Lee. Martin Luther King, there have been rumors that the pro-blacks never want to acknowledge that he was in these streets. And old J. Edgar Hoover's cross-dressing J. Edgar.
Streets.
All right, talked about his dalliances, if you will, with the opposite sex. Now, Martin Luther King was a Christian man, you know what I mean? He was a Christian man, and he was doing right for the Marxists and got y'all into a burning, walked you into a burning building. But because he possibly was doing freak-offs, all right, he's doing freak-offs possibly, and the CIA and the FBI have said so as well. Even Jacqueline Kennedy has said so as well. She knew Martin really well. He also liked white women, by the way. He liked white women, all right? This is not...
Where the white women at?
I'm not trying to shade it. He was having affairs. This is just what it is. I know people don't want to believe that. Y'all think he's the second coming of Christ. He's not. He was a normal man. He was a normal red-blooded black man, and he loved them some pink
Hey,
toes.
where are the white women at?
All right, he loved it. He loved it. Now, here's the funny thing about it. I know people are going to be pissed at me. However, did y'all ninjas not bring up Hugh Hefner last week? And that ninja dead as a doorknob. All right, so we talking about Diddy, and ninjas was like, what about Hugh Hefner? And then this guy counters and said, what about Martin Luther King? Uh-oh. Let's hear his topic here. He said Martin Luther King was the Diddy of his day.
Martin Luther King Jr. make a Diddy party look like a Catholic convent school. It's a third world country and a first world country. The black community in these cities, something like Haiti or worse. And it started out with Martin Luther King Jr., whose whole life was a Diddy party. Orgies and smoking and fighting and whipping up on women.
And where
the
the
thing
white
that bothers
women
me more
at?
about all of it, Tucker, is the prostitution. The orgies are bad, but when you buy flesh and you say you're a man of God, that's very visceral. They say he plagiarized his PhD, which means that he was a fake doctor. He walks around with these communists. Money from Moscow was bankrolling the civil rights movement. He was getting money from Moscow to put in his pocket. And got him so bad that the FBI designated King an enemy of the state.
And where are the white women at?
People that have been had such designation in the United States of America. They said that with this designation, even if they heard that somebody was coming to assassinate him, they wouldn't warn him. And that was a courtesy they would give to mafia doctors. They would not give to King.
Oh, man. All right, boy. That people going to be irate at this guy. This guy is Vince Everett Ellison. All right. Look at the pro-blacks. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Ninjas want proof now. Oh, where's the proof of the Diddy party? All right, come on. Where's Andrew Tate's proof? Ninjas want proof. All right. Yeah, ninjas like, oh, stop. My brain is about to explode. My heroes are now villains, and my history was all fake. Again, we talked about this earlier. White people don't want the truth because my life is a lie. See, watch this. See, this is a perfect example of people who don't accept this. This is going to be a truth. This is going to be a truth. Guys, this is just what it is. I know y'all got, but what you're doing is when you get a truth and you deny it with no proof of denial it, you're not even looking for proof to deny it. Then this happens. Your reality is, you got to shift your reality. See? Now, all of a sudden, you got to put everybody under a microscope. See, what about Hugh Hefner now turns to, what about Martin Luther King? How far do we want to go back? How far do we want to go back? Because our whole life is going to be a lie at this point. See, this is the problem with taking past events and then now bringing it to the forefront and then asking for other people's cases to open up. Then we open up the wrong person's case. Oh, we don't want to open up Martin Luther King. Why? He's my hero. Oh, well, Hugh Hefner's his hero and you opened up the case. But this is a reality. It's a reality just as much as George Washington fucking his slaves. And yes, he had white slaves and black slaves. It's a reality like Thomas Jefferson and his slaves. It's a reality like Martin Luther King and white women.
Where the white women at?
It's a reality. This is what powerful men do, and this is what they've been done. Nobody's above this. So this is the danger we're going to get into by going back and opening up cases based on what you think. Oh, we should get the white guys. They were doing it. Well, let's get into it. There's some stuff about Malcolm X that you would not want to know. But that's just all rumor. We'll just leave it at rumors. Why don't we just leave it at rumors instead of opening up everybody's cases? All right, that's the danger in getting into this competition about, well, you got one of mine, I'm going to get one of yours. Because then we'll just go down the line. We'll just go down the line and start opening up everybody's file. All right. You don't want to do that. So if y'all want to let shit calm down and let's move forward, we can do so. All right, we can do so. But he said them parties make Diddy parties look innocent. All right. Guys, when men get powerful, they go after Punani. Let me just tell you this right now. And this is right now. When men become powerful, one of the first things they do is they go get some pussy. I mean, and they pay for it. They do whatever they can. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, this is where it's at. Now, today is different. That paradigm is shifting, and we're going to talk about that with Andrew Tate and Diddy here in a minute, but that paradigm is shifting. Now they don't want you to get it. They don't want you to do that. But money and power and women, they go hand in hand. In fact, two things make the world go round: Punani and money. That's it. This is a fact. Don't ever think one man is above that. Martin Luther King is a flesh and blood man. He was at the peak of his life for 13 years at the helm of the civil rights movement. You think he wasn't out here getting no punani? Jesus. Just said, what about Casanova? We're going to talk about Casanova in a minute. All right, but hard conversations to have. But hey, guys, the truth is hard to swallow. Right? Pause. And that's why you don't want to hear this truth, because it would make everybody seem like everything you know before that to be a lie. He was an imperfect guy. He was not a perfect man. And he had his weaknesses, and he had the power to do it, and he lived in the perfect time for it. So, yeah. And if your job is to run around talking all day, you got time to put hands on hips. You know what I mean? You got time to put hands on hips. Plenty of time. All right, let's check to see if there's any super chats. That was the evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right, coming down, we got the last two segments here. All right, let's see what we got. Crime and Law CGA coming up next. But yeah, stop opening up everybody's cases. That's my opinion. All right, stop opening up everybody's cases. All right, let's see here. The contractor. I got you already. NGN says, I remember when I was a little kid, my mom would look somewhat bothered but happy when I shown preferences to my dad but indifference towards her. Luckily, they stayed together until I left the military. Shout out to you for that one. And Abel says, so what you're saying, Coach, is that we can't trust our friends with our women and our women with our children? Shaking my damn head. I would rather live in a cabin in North Maine woods or a van down by the river. Yeah, man, you can't trust your girl around your friends. No. All right, anybody that plays these games are playing with fire. All right, I can trust my husband around my female friends, said no woman ever. All right, leave them alone for 2 days in a cabin down by the river. They gonna be fucking. There's a 90% chance they gonna be fucking. All right. Would you ever do that? No. Same thing about your male friends around your wife. Let them go up to a cabin and travel together and let you stay at home. 3 of your male friends. 2 of them gonna be smashing your wife. Without a doubt. This is without a doubt. All right. There's no questions about this. But nobody would ever do something as stupid as that. So don't say you trust people. Please. It's craziness. It's insane. Shout out to NGN says the disrespect that married men tolerate daily from their wives. Gen Z men, CU Mitches, suffering. CGA is saving and inspiring Gen Z men. Free agent till the cremation. Shout out to you. Okay. He said raw scoop. Yeah. All right, the disrespect that women think they can do to men, I don't know what it is. Is it a part of foreplay? But it's dangerous. G. Lee, speaking of an evil world, Coach, did you see the Buffalo Bills game last night where the women held up a sign? There was a woman held up a sign for Josh Allen right next to her husband. Hypergamy is no longer in the shadows. Nope, it's not. I think the sign was a woman that had a sign that said, I think I just got married or I'm with my husband, but I will leave my husband for you. And he's sitting right here. I mean, if a man held that sign up, yeah, it's just what it is. But hypergamy is on full display. It's an evil world out here, but you're supposed to just yuck, yuck, yuck. Tony Ocasio over here. What's up, Coach? My body count is 80 women from Asian massage parlors and 5 from a swingers party. He said, that's my game in today's modern dating game. Shout out to you out there, man. And guess what? The women don't respect you, sir. All right? If you want a woman to respect you, run game on her. She doesn't respect you, sir. Are you looking for respect? Damn the respect.
I got money.
All right, damn the respect. Ninjas ain't looking for no respect. Can women really respect men? That's the question. I mean, listen, I know there's a woman that said, I can, Coach. All right, shout out to you. But can women today respect you? Kevin Sullivan says, Coach, we still waiting on evidence of Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. I know there's conspiracy that said that it didn't happen. All right, I don't know. I have no idea. All right, that's a horrible conspiracy, but, why would they make it up? I have no idea. Maybe it's because he held up the number. I don't know. Shout out to our brother Deshaun Rose says, you are an inspiration, Coach. Thank you for all of the shows. Shout out to you, man. We own it. We own it. We own it, own it, own it. All right, on and on and on. All right, hold on for a second. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm supposed to get some information, and it's not coming through. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Let me see. All right, nope, it ain't coming through the way I want it. How did you want it? I'm looking for it. All right, it's not there. All right, so anyway, appreciate y'all for being here. Let me check on PayPal, and then we're going to get to the main event. People texting me like crazy right now. Like, what is going on? I'm on my show. What is this? Okay. Sorry for the interruptions. Pardon my interruption. Okay, let me see. Okay, Maryland guy has something to say. We'll get to the main event. Maryland guy says, the difference between Hugh Hefner and the Diddler is that Hugh didn't get violent and hold them against their will. Diddy is fucked. He says he will never see freedom again. Oh, man, we got to get that. Yeah, yes. Well, so we know. But they already exposed Hugh Hefner after he died. They already exposed him. So there ain't much they can do but dig his bones up. Ninjas, we trying to put dead people in jail? I suppose. Let's get into it. Main event. This is going to be Crime and Law CGA segment. RIP to the headphone users. That was kind of loud. Oh, you know what? This is not the main event. My bad. All right, where do you think the worst person to meet? Sorry. What do you think the worst place to meet a potential mate is? This is according to new data. What place? And this woman kind of talked about it earlier. Where's that woman at? The hypergamous sprinkle woman right here. All right, right here. Where's the worst place to meet a potential mate? Now, people are going to ask, what are we doing? What type of potential mate are we doing? Are we boning? Like, what are we doing? Is it a mate? Well, I'll tell you. According to this Make It right here on CNBC, Psychology and Relationships, a bar is the worst place to meet a potential mate, dating coaches say. Here's where to go instead. All right, so here we go right here. We got dating apps. We got social right here. It says every few months, I and one of my friends declare that we're done with dating apps. The endless swiping can make people feel disposable, and conversations on Tinder and Hinge often just die in the app instead. We spend the next few weeks hopping from bar to bar in an attempt to manifest the sort of meet cute you only see on the CW. All right, so remember this woman. Oh, I went out and I got dressed up. I went out alone. I went to a hotel bar. All right, this is the worst place to meet person. All right, where's the data? All right, continue reading. All right, it says right here, this is exactly what you shouldn't do. This is according to Blaine Anderson, a Austin, Texas-based dating coach, founder of Dating by Blaine. It says right here, bars and clubs are bad places to meet people. Say it ain't so. You have nothing in common with them besides the fact that you are in the same location. Now, I've said the same goddamn thing for years. I'm like, why would you go there? All right. First of all, is somebody looking for attention? Number one. Number two, the woman probably has herpes. Number three, all right, this woman is probably a lush, all right, a drunkard, and she probably looking to pass the herpes to you. Like, this is low hanging fruit. This is obvious. Other dating and relationship experts agree that bars tend to be the go-to venue for singles, but often don't net meaningful connections. He says there are better ways to meet a potential partner. Now, they're talking maybe romantically and or sexually. This is too obvious. But of course, a lot of us will do this in our earlier years, 20s, go to bars, nightclubs, and buy drinks and sit up under girls and laugh and sniggle and ha-ha and kiki. I always tell you, man, you be wasting your time. All right, you're wasting your time. And everybody knows what the game is. Everybody's playing the game. All right, the women are playing reject. I'm too good. I came here to dance with my friends. And it says right here, the bar is quite low for going to a bar. And they're talking about drinking culture is ingrained in our society right here. Meeting people at a bar is probably the least interesting common denominator. She says, this is a woman, Grace Lee. Sounds like a ling-ling. What were the steps you needed to take to go where you are? All right, you like to drink. Maybe you live in the area. Maybe you had enough money to buy a drink, and the bar is quite low for going to a bar. Most people, bars are a place to unwind, but they don't reflect a pillar of their personality, and that's according to another relationship psychologist. I don't even know what that is. Singles engage in a less than sobering conversation with the stranger, and then are surprised to learn that they didn't have much in common outside of the cocktail lounge and shit like that. If you're showing up in the bars but don't want to build a life around substance use, you're not going to meet someone you like. All right, substance, this is a big deal. Dating in general is a numbers game on and off the apps. All right, so they're going with the numbers game. Where did they suggest that you meet people? It says, if you spend time outdoors, if spending time is important to you outdoors, join a hiking club. If trying new cuisines is experiencing right there, it says attend a food festival. Maybe you are not headed to an event or a club meeting with the sole goal of meeting a romantic partner. All right. And they're saying go to a lecture, museum, shit like this. All right. This is all normie shit. But here's what I'm going to tell you. There are a lot of Gen Z people doing the running club thing, right? The running club. And so people are trying to meet people, even have sex with them at running clubs. And it is going to happen. All right, the gym is the new nightclub, and that was like circa 2018. So the gym was to serve as that, but of course, women fucked it up by saying they were getting harassed and there were creeps. All right, always complaining. As a result, the people are trying to go back to social settings, which then leads to more courting. But bars, nightclubs, dating apps, hookup, these are not going to lead to courting. Meeting people at work might, but social groups where you can vet the person out. You can see them there. You can see what they look like. You can see if they fit your expectations for health standards, right? You can see if you see what they like without makeup. You can see what they like when they're not all dressed up. You can see what they care about. So it's a social setting, and then there's oftentimes friends that you have to navigate around to get to it. Now, women are going to fuck that up too. They're going to mess that up, and it's going to be something else because they're going to come in here. I'm not here to date. These guys are joining the club to date us, all right? All right? But people are returning back to the social element, which I believe is the most successful way that you're meeting serious mates. Like, if you want to meet somebody serious, that's it. If you want to go and hook up and run game, I don't even know what you're doing. All right. Go to the bar and the nightclub. That's what that's for you to go around and hop from women to women in so many square meters and so many square feet, if that's what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, I think guys, the easy route. All right. The easy route for men to take is to go to a place where there's a bunch of women. So they tend to go to these nightclubs and bars. You're going to waste lots of time. It's going to be bad. Lots and lots of time. Like it's going to be a complete waste. And the games people play is just outrageous. Every now and then you're going to get lucky. I mean, depending on who you are. I've gotten lucky. I've got lucky in those settings. Extremely, like a couple times, but it was maybe a handful of times, right? Compared to the amount of times that I was in there. All right. So the amount of time that I spent in there and the amount of times I got lucky was not very good. We're talking about a 3% chance, maybe. Like maybe 3% chance that you bone some chick. All right. Unless you're just that dude. Again, that's a whole different conversation. Most men ain't that dude. So main event. Let's do it. Crime and Law CGA. What's coming up next? All right, Diddy has a new accuser, guys. This is going to be bad news. We're going to talk about it here. Diddy has a new accuser. And yes, Gloria Allred is the person bringing out the accuser. Now, when you see Gloria Allred, that's the lady in the blue. She is of the spirit of Satan. All right, this is bad. All right, if I ever have an accuser, this will be bad news. All right, so you know it's going to be some bullshit. This is just going to be a media circus, and she's going to pat down some pockets. All right, she's going to pack down some pockets. All right, so we got Gloria Allred and the new accuser. Let's take it to it right here.
We'll take you now out to Los Angeles. That is where we have attorney Gloria Allred speaking with her client, an alleged Diddy victim. Let's listen on Live Now from Fox, and we should warn everyone, viewer discretion heavily advised during this moment.
Gloria Allred, and with me is our client, plaintiff Thalia Graves. Today we filed a lawsuit in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, for our client, plaintiff Thalia Graves, who is given permission to use her name. The case number of the 26-page complaint is 1:24-CV-07-201. In her lawsuit, Thalia, through her attorneys, sues Sean Diddy Combs, also known as the defendant, and another individual and other entities. The complaint alleges in part in the first cause of action that defendant Combs and another defendant committed a, quote, violation of New York City Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act by viciously and violently forcing sexual contact.
She about to start crying on the side. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, she's about to start crying on the side. This is a circus. Let's continue.
Oral sex and sexual intercourse on the plaintiff, end quote. In addition, the complaint alleges in the second cause of action that defendant Combs and another defendant committed a violation of New York civil rights law, quote, section 52-B, end quote, by, quote, raping plaintiff and recording it. Defendants caused plaintiff to be depicted in a video image, unclothed and with intimate body parts exposed, and engaged in sexual conduct with another person, end quote. The lawsuit also alleges that, quote, defendant Combs and another defendant published and or disseminated the videos without plaintiff's knowledge or consent.
Where was the video?
On information and belief, defendants have continued to disseminate the video, including by selling it as pornography through the present, end quote. In our complaint, we ask that, quote, defendants should be ordered to account for and destroy all copies of the video that are in their actual or constructive possession.
All right, let's skip ahead. She got a comment here. All right, so she's going to speak up here. I believe this is from 2001. Again, you want to open up these cases? We're going back 20 plus years. All right, let's continue.
Okay, a little more.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Man, let me stop right here. I mean, women are there. This is a mockery at this point. Ladies, are we supposed to believe all this is a mockery? This is going too far. I mean, this is where we are though. And don't blame. Well, now I wouldn't do it, coach. I don't care, bro. Like, this is wild. This is going nuts right here, bro. Oh my goodness.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault. It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and the guilt I have experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly.
You get it through your thick skull that I'm broke. Dead, flat, stony, broke. I've got $3.85 in my purse.
Which leads to Andrew Tate. All right, let's get off that. Let's get to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate right here. You guys know he's going through definitely the very difficult time with this case, and he stands tall saying he's innocent, and people who support him say that there's no proof. Now, this article came out, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago, and that is not the most flattering picture of Andrew Tate, but it says Andrew Tate's ex-girlfriend makes stomach-churning claim that she came out of the shower to find him raping her young friend. Boy, they are pulling out all the stops. Now, let me say right here, let's go through this as a means to educate, because I'm here to inform. A lot of people might think that even the Jew code would make you susceptible to this, and I'm not saying it wouldn't. Certainly it could. Anything could be here. But sex trafficking is what got both of these guys, Diddy and Andrew Tate. So both of them are going to be tried for sex trafficking, right? So what is sex trafficking? And is it different than prostitution? Well, I found a couple of sites that said it was quite different. All right, it was different. Now, again, I'm not justifying, I'm not caping for anything. This is just a means to explain what's going on. Now, this site right here, this is from wawanews.com. Is that Washington? The difference between prostitution and human trafficking, because I wanted to know. Well, prostitution is seen as voluntary and choice or circumstances. So you needed to sell some punani. That is, you're going to voluntarily, because you're broke.
You get it through your thick skull that I'm broke.
All right. Circumstances are you're going to choose to.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs, and I'm just using it.
Yes.
All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it. And put the PIN number.
Yes,
and
I got it.
Boom, money just comes
all right,
right
so
out.
a prostitute, meaning you're a renegade. You're choosing to do this. And it says right here, your entry is choice. Then your work conditions are going to be favorable to you. Over profits, yes. All right, so you're going to get the money or get whatever. You're going to profit from it yourself. And then a third party is not going to profit. So there it is right there. So you don't have a pimp. You don't have a Hugh Hefner. You don't have a Andrew Tate, if you will, allegedly. You don't have a pimp. No third party is going to profit. Then you have an option to exit. So you can leave. You don't have to perform this duty. You can leave before, after, during, whatever you want to do. Now, human trafficking, sex trafficking, has different. So the entry is involuntary or forced or coerced. You're hearing a lot of women say that even free sex is coercion. So this is even getting to a situation where human trafficking is very broad. In fact, human trafficking can have elements of sex trafficking, and also sex trafficking can also have elements of human trafficking, but they also have neither. The work conditions, you don't choose the work conditions, meaning that you're at the cheap Momo or you have to do some in-calls. It says over profits. I think the profit doesn't go to you. The pimp keeps all the money, and there's the third party. Somebody keeps all the money. That is supposedly present in the Andrew Tate case, where he was taking, large amounts, 60%, 70%. Admittedly, he's saying he's taking lots more money than she's earning. Then the option to exit, no. So that's going to be the difference. In fact, we have another chart right here. The difference between what people would call flying a girl out versus sex trafficking. So how it happens, you're going to lure her in. You're going to establish a connection in person or online with the intent of developing a relationship for the purpose of exploitation, which exploitation goes back to the chart over here where it says, the chart says the exploitation is that you're going to have her in an involuntary forced or coerced position. Then it says you're going to groom her, identifying and fulfilling the needs and dreams of the individual. For example, showering her with gifts is a grooming. So that's very vague. All right. But I'm just assuming you're going to say, we're going to make a lot of money together. We're going to sell this and you're going to do that. We'll make money. We'll buy a house and shit like this, whatever you're promising, and or sell her a dream. Selling her a dream might go into that. We'll be boyfriend and girlfriend. We'll travel together. All you got to do is meet some Johns or fire up the camera. Then you're going to isolate them. You're going to create distance between the individual and their loved ones. So this is not really going to be flying her out. This doesn't fall into flying her out. All right. So people are often assuming that they're going to be sex trafficking people or sending girls back and forth in Ubers. Well, she has the ability to leave on her own, and you're not isolating her between her family and friends, meaning you can't stop talking to your family. R. Kelly was accused of this as well. Isolating the girls from the family, right? Okay, then it says manipulation and coercion. There that is again. Sending mixed messages, making claims like you owe me, or making threats that cause an individual to feel that their only option is to participate in commercial sex acts. So there it is right there. That also exists here. They can't choose the working conditions. They're forced, or they feel like they're forced. It's not voluntary, it's involuntary, and they can't leave. Then it is going to be exploitation, which is what the Diddy girl was just saying, ensuring ongoing participation in commercial sex acts while taking away their earnings. So you're exploiting them. In a video, they said Andrew Tate was saying as much, right? I do this, I take this much. She doesn't know, she's dumb, right? Now, he was recorded saying that. I take it, I make it like I'm going to pay her taxes, but I take more than the tax money. She's not paying attention to it. So managers could fall into this as well. Pimps certainly fall into this. That's the difference between sex trafficking and what people were saying, the JUCO, flying girls out, even prostitution. All right, acts of prostitution. Even Cassie said, any woman can make a claim that it was involuntary or she couldn't leave. Because we asked, can you leave? And I couldn't leave. We had plenty of opportunities to leave until we saw her try to leave, and then she got mollywopped. All right, so her trying to leave basically makes a case for sex trafficking for Diddy, right? Where she's kind of trying to go to the elevator, and everybody says she stayed for 10 years. Well, that event gives her all the justification to say she couldn't leave. Now, also, the car bombing alleged with Kid Cudi. She tried to leave and go to another man, and he bombs the car. That is now what we call the sex trafficking. You got exploitation. You certainly got manipulation and coercion, threats, isolation, right? You got all of that, grooming. So that's where it falls in line. So let's go back to Andrew Tate just to see what issues he has. And it says his ex-girlfriend, which is, I don't know who the ex-girlfriend is, claims she caught the controversial influencer graping her young friend. Then they made sure to put in young friend. Radar Online can reveal Tate has been known to try to pass off his misogynist and his systematic humiliation and degradation of women as just an act, all right? So he's been saying like he's a meme. He's a comedian. However, allegations of graping and grooming suggest his performances were all too real. Sadly, it says Sally, a woman who claims to have been Andrew's girlfriend in 2015. These are all really kind of old claims, but I'm not saying they're not legit, but they're all don't come from current women. They're kind of old. It says recalls to her horror of waking up in bed with Tate and Helen one morning before going to the bathroom to shower. Now, check this out, gentlemen. You got to ask. You're in bed with this guy, and there's two women in the bed, all right? We got an orgy, all right? We got an orgy. You woke up one morning in bed with another man and another woman. Okay. Hey, I'm not one to judge about a people's lifestyle, but of course, these lifestyles are interesting. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Goodness gracious. I mean, you gotta try. All right. And it says right here. And it says, she said, when I came back, I saw him graping her. I mean, what was he doing to her? I want to know. Helen left the house almost straight away, but Sally stayed for a bit longer. I mean, man. Okay, so you saw it. You left the house, so you are not being sex trafficked by that. You have the ability to leave. But Sally stayed for a bit longer. What was the event? What was the event? What was it? What was he doing to her? Were they having sex? What were they doing? I mean, because they were in the bed together previous to that. Like, they woke up in bed together. You went to the shower. You came back out, and he was doing something to her. I'm not defending these acts. I'm asking. They were in bed already. All right, but let's continue. What was he doing? Was it violent? It says Sally explains right here. I didn't want to work for him, but I needed the money.
I got money.
I suggested to him and Tristan that I could work from home, but I still give them a share of the money. They just laughed at me, called me a dumb hoe, saying that this was their business and that they trained me and they would not let me leave. All right, so there it is right there. Then one day I was really tired and I didn't want to webcam, and Andrew threatened to beat the ish out of me. Boy, this story is jumping around quite a bit. I mean, this is not in order at all. All right, there's a whole bunch of shit going on here. All right, this is I can't really put it together here. All right, what, it says outlets received a flurry of emails from women who had known him from his hometown in 2015 and 2016. They all had similar stories. So there's a pattern. They're establishing a pattern. They were in their early 20s, so we got young women when he'd approached them either online or through a male friend who claimed he was a friend with Tate and recruited models, in quotation, for his new business. And by the way, Tate admits all of this. And even the girls that were around at that time, they admit all this. All of this right now is not criminal yet. It says right here, when they were put in touch and spoke to him, he would switch between flattery, control, and insults, calling the girls beautiful one moment, then making demands and calling them stupid. None of these women actually met Tate or went through with his proposal for work. All of them felt something was up. They trusted their gut. Sally told the Daily Mail on Sunday, she was 19 when she first met Tate. They messaged on Facebook, and he eventually asked her out for a drink. This is all on the up and up so far. She recalls that he was really, really cocky, Like you see how he is now, but he could also be quite nice and sweet. After a successful date, they continued their relationship, which with Sally told us, he mentioned the pornographic webcam company in which girls performed online for paying customers. Okay. I mean, so far, so good. It says then Tate bragged that he was making huge amounts of money running the company out of the studio in a luxury apartment with his brother, and he promised her that if she worked for him, he could make her incredibly rich. All right, so right now, that's going to fall on this chart right here, grooming. Grooming. All right, so this is going to be grooming. Now, this is not my definition. This is her. I'm sorry, this is the world's definition of sex trafficking. So they're saying if you, right here, identifying and fulfilling the needs of and dreams of the individual, for example, showering her with gifts. Okay, so you got to be careful there. So that's what they're identifying as what would qualify as the grooming. Continuing. She wouldn't even need to sleep with anyone, he said. All she had to do was perform by herself on the webcam. This is an incomplete story, by the way. The disgraced influencer unsurprisingly denied all the allegations against him and accused Sally and Helen of wanting money because he fired them. He considered the CPS decision not to charge him as evidence that he is innocent. All right, so there's that part of the story right there. That came out 2 days ago. Same story here by Marca, and they go into another bit of detail right here. So, you know, when I came back from the shower, I saw him raping her. There's not much detail left in that, so I'm going to assume that's going to be handled at trial. The dumb hoe, he'll beat the shit out of me. So we got threats. That's going to be coercion. All right, right there. Third party, yes. Involuntary force coerced, somewhat, yes. So according to that story, it qualifies. This right here. Tate is set. Is this story? When did this story come out? I think it just came out recently. All right. It doesn't have a date, though. So let me go down. This is the next problem they have. Tate is set to be extradited to the United Kingdom. Oh, no. All right, so when he gets done with the Romanian case, he does have some issues. In March 2024, Bedfordshire and Worcestershire police launched another investigation into the brothers dating back from 2012 to 2015. This is prior to them moving to where they moved, under crimes of sexual aggression with new victims and new allegations against the pair. Once they're done, they are set to be extradited to the United Kingdom to face legal action upon the conclusion of the Romanian prosecutions against them. Wow. Man, oh man, I knew this already. Most people knew this. Did you see these pictures in here? All right. All right, so that is very problematic for them. It's going to cost them a lot of money. I hope they got a lot of money to defend themselves against these accusations, and they hopefully may get a fair case. They may not. There may be way too much evidence. But of course, if he beats one case, you actually got another case right on the heels of that. So let's just say he beats the first case. Now they're going to extradite him and you got a second case. All right, so the deck is being certainly stacked against them. And then you have women out here with stories like this story right here. And I didn't read it intentionally because I wanted to read it on live on air to get my reaction. And my reaction is that, right, it's not a very conclusive story. The story is believable. But it's all over the place. I'm like, I can't really get a grip of what's happening. I don't know if they did that on purpose to be completely vague. I woke up in bed. Me and this girl were in bed. What were you doing? Did you fuck him before that? Then you went to the shower. For what reason? To wash off your pussy, right? To get the nut off your belly. Then guess what? You came back and they were having sex. But you claim it was some sort of rape. What was it? Was he pulling her hair? Was he beating her up? Was he intimidating her? Was he threatening her? Or were they having sex? Like, it is very vague. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not on the defense force for Andrew Tate, but claims like this are very flimsy. Now, if he has 20 claims like this, he has a problem. All right, he got a major problem. And then his next major problem is if he beats that case, he got to beat another case in the United Kingdom. So the deck is stacked against him for sure. This is the modern day. He's the modern day Casanova. He's the modern day Casanova, in which Casanova's crimes were that he was a swindler, right? That was his crime. And his crime was that he was not discriminate with who he was having sex with. So a lot of guys don't know the story of Casanova. A lot of guys want to wish they're going to be Casanova or put themselves in close range with women that they have some sort of control over, that they can have indiscriminate sex. But the history of men and the current history of men, right? Men are not getting away with these things, especially when you don't have the discipline. So that's number one. You don't have the discipline. And so you got that issue. That's number one. Number two, Casanova was basically a scam artist. And he was not seen very high in high regard. And they had jailed him several times. And he was having sex with nuns. The ninja was running game on everybody. And we're talking about a small village. I was able to visit his jail, all right, in Italy. This is not a big city. This is a very small town that he was out here trying to fuck on nuns, apparently fucking on one of his daughters or stepdaughters, young girls, 14, all right? And he was willing to go with men as well, so he really didn't have no dick discipline. And he was a scam artist. When he was able to get out of jail, the ninja ended up in the United Kingdom trying to hit on one of the princesses or one of the queens, right? So, you know, the guy was indiscriminate about it. He also, I believe he was an artist. He was trying to sell some of his arts. And then the last part of it is he ended up self-deleting. All right, so he ended up self-deleting. So the story of Casanova is not a very positive one. It is a cautionary tale. It is definitely a tale of a guy who did not have much discipline. And as a result, he's just fucking on everybody. All right, he fucking on everybody, and he trying to get his nut. So they try to throw his ass in jail. right. It's like, we got to put your ass in jail, bro. We can't have you out here doing all this. Not the nuns. So he was later known as a scam artist. Typically, they're trying to portray Andrew Tate is the modern day Casanova, where you're wild and it centers around sex. And you guys got to remember, a lot of people aren't having sex that much. So when a guy is and has access to it, people become definitely envious of him, and you got to take him down. But yep, he took himself out. All right. Anyway. Yeah, people are saying the women were grown. I mean, we just live in a time where women are they can take any sexual experience, and if there's any question, if you're not treating them right, if you're yelling at them, screaming at you, if they feel they have evidence, if you are recording them and you use revenge porn, like if you're not handling you guys got to handle sex responsibly. That's the bottom line. All right. If you're not, guys, and you could get hemmed up if you are a high personality, if you're a persona, you could get got. Okay. No aftercare. There was a time, and I admit this, where women were just treated like shit. Right? There was a time where women were treated like shit, right? You could just kick them in the ass. You can call them all kind of whores and sluts, and some women like it. Most women don't. You can laugh at them. You can kick them out of the house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and make them walk back home. You can have them out in the cold. Like, you know, I came up in a time where that was common practice by a lot of men. Today, that is not happening. Like today, you gotta watch out, because you're gonna be privy to, if you're just slinging dick around, you can't just kick them in the ass and laugh at them and, you know, nut on them without them knowing and piss on them. Like, you can't do that shit no more. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these guys were doing that. They were doing it. I probably would agree that they were probably doing versions of this, slapping them, pulling their hair, laughing at them, teabagging them, right? Some women might have liked it. Some women didn't have the power they had to just deal with it. All right, this is just how it goes. Then just lining up, coming in one by one. One dude hit, and the next dude at the door. I'm next. That's what happened in the Tupac case. All right. And she just was like, well, I guess we get in this train. All right. there was no such thing as consent. 20 years ago, there was no such thing as consent. I'm going to say it again. 20 years ago, there was no such thing as consent where we were looking at if the woman consented. Most women were powerless. They were like, I guess I got to deal with this shit. Running up in a Duke shoot, right? That was what they said Kobe Bryant, allegedly. And I'm not going to talk about the dead, but that's what they said got Kobe Bryant hemmed up. Is that she didn't mind getting that punani hit, but that's when he shoved it up her Duke shoot that she had an issue with it. Right? He was like, hey, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you to put it up there. And he was like, shut up, bitch. That's what you can do. Men used to get away with that. Bitch, shut up. Take this Duke shoot, right? I mean, and she like, well, oh, well. Right? And then she got ran up. So it's one of these things. Let me get to these super chats. All right, that's an interesting story with that Andrew Tate thing there. Interesting story. That story, just to be honest with you, it was flimsy. I mean, I have to be honest. There was not much there other than just, I mean, I maybe in court she gonna spell it out. But to say you came out of the shower after sleeping with two people, a couple, and then jumping out and then he was doing something, I don't know. Maybe she was underage. I have no idea what she was trying to get at. All right, anyway, it's crazy. Okay, we got our brother here. We got a co-sponsorship. Shout out to our brother here with the co-sponsorship. It's Gabriel M. says for the Gorilla Look Like Fund. The Gorilla Look Like Fund. What? All right, shout out to you right here. Let me go ahead and see if I can get some brothers here. Did I get Deshaun? Shout out to Deshaun Rose. Appreciate you, sir. Father G says, supporting my favorite YouTuber, Free Agent Lifestyle for life. For life. All right, shout out to you right there. Let's get these brothers here acknowledged before we leave the show. We're going to be back tomorrow, 100%. And we got Fixes a Buying LLC says the allegations are, and this is just allegedly, that when she asked Diddy to get off of her, he replied, can't stop, won't stop. Okay. Shout out to y'all brothers out here with the dad jokes. The dad jokes. Now, let me go ahead and go over to this app right here. Thank you for supporting and jumping around on these apps. We got NGN. At this rate, people will say CGA was a pimp 60 years from now promoting the JUCO. He says, how come they are not going into successful women's past like they do with men? I mean, you got to question that. I mean, this is a massive takedown. This is the Me Too. This is still the Me Too movement. And I actually said they're going to get to the 90s and the 2000s eventually. And we're here. All right, because before the Me Too movement was like the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Right? They started with people like Bill Cosby and Kirk Douglas and, you know, old rock stars and shit like that. They went down there and they got the 60s, the 50s, 60s, and the 70s. That's where it started. Then they went into the 80s, then the 90s. Now they're at the 2000s with Diddy. So that's where we at. It's still the Me Too movement. Where they still able to frame women as, and this is where women have not been able to capitalize on their hypergamy. I have to ask, and we have to having young women, you have a daughter, do not be around these guys. They don't like you. They just want to hit. All right. Now, if you selling a box to them, sell a box. It is what it is. But if you're around there and thinking these men are going to like you and marry you and maybe keep you around, they're not. They're going to treat you like garbage. They're going to treat you like garbage. Justin O says, I don't think women realize how this Diddy case is going to make dating extinct. Facts. I agree. He says a woman can go back 20 plus years and have him and you in court. At this point, Elon needs to send me my sex android because this is getting out of hand. Now, what people are going to say is you're just normal guys, so you're not going to matter. But you never know who you're going to be. Like, I didn't think I would be on YouTube. Like, I didn't think 20 years ago that I was going to be on YouTube and I was going to be a D-list, E-list celebrity. I didn't realize I was going to be visible 20 years ago. Now, you know what I mean? Who knows how far this goes, how long I'm staying visible, how much money I'm able to make. Well, I'll become a target then. All right. So as men, you never know who you're going to be. You never know how. Diddy didn't realize he was going to be a billionaire 20 years ago. But then you become a billionaire and it's time to take you down. But I agree. I think this is going to muddy up the waters in men committing. By the way, this is because men aren't marrying and committing, that women are going for the next available thing, which is going to be court actions, civil actions, which are money grabs. They're going after the money because they didn't get married. They can't divorce. They can't get child support. So now we got lawsuits. And these lawsuits are, to me, unfair because if they did some of these things and they can prove it, fine. But the problem is you can't prove. How do I prove something didn't happen 23 years ago? How do I prove something didn't happen? Because I have to gather evidence. I have to be able to, confront my accuser. I have to be able to have DNA evidence, right? Physical evidence, a person, place, or thing, right? I gotta have I gotta have receipts. I gotta have chances to say I wasn't even present on the day she's accusing me. I wasn't even there. So when the woman says me and Tate, I got out of the shower and he was raping my friend, my young friend, when? What was the day? Where was the place? And then we can go back and say, was that person actually there? We can look at security cam footage, whatever. We can get up his IP address. But you can't do that 20 years from now. So the women are able to lob these obvious, possibly partially truths, or maybe a whole truth, but I don't have a chance to defend that shit. Like, I got to, whoa, wait, when you say yesterday, last week, last month, last year, I can pull up evidence. I have a chance to gather evidence to disprove your claim, and I can shoot it down, and it can be proven to be true or false. I was there. I wasn't there. On that day you said, I was with my son at the Laker game. You see what happens? But that I have ability to do that within a 1, 2, or 3 year period. 23 years, I don't have the ability to do that. So that's where the issue is. Now, again, I'm not in court, so I can't figure it out. All right. But your boy that kept, what's the dude? The guy that is the Supreme Court guy. He got away with that. He was able to prove that he kept a journal and an appointment book and that the woman was lying. Like, that was a classic example. What's the Supreme Court justice? Where the woman said, yep, he was getting drunk. We was at a party. And it was on this day, which was like years ago when a ninja was in college. The thing that saved him was that he kept the book of everybody he met, every girl he had sex with. Brett Kavanaugh. Is it Brett or Brent Kavanaugh? Brett Kavanaugh, Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. But he ended up saying, no, I'm so meticulous with my notes. On the day she accused me, I didn't meet with her. I actually wasn't in town. Now, from that, the case should have been over, but it wasn't. It was another psyops. Now it was some bullshit. She couldn't remember who she talked to. She changed the date. She ended up saying, well, it was another day. I don't know how I got there. I don't know. He literally torpedoed the whole fucking case on that book. Then they tried to look the other way. So that's an example of the allegation coming out, and she changed the fucking day when they found out he had the book. Then they had to subpoena the book, then find a date that worked for her. This is a complete bullshit. That's crazy, bro, to be able to go back that far and then try to pin him on something. And he was like, I wasn't even there. That's the wrong day. That day was not a Saturday. It was a Tuesday. I'm just using an example. That torpedoed the whole case. But guess what? They went on with the charade because he's supposed to believe it. All right. So this is the sad part about it. Shout out to NGN. In that case, can married women legally say their husbands groomed and trafficked them to submit, raise kids via religion and orality? Probably so. I wouldn't put it past them. Jersey Wrath, hey coach, did they do you think that all this Me Too double dipping stuff is an OP to transfer wealth from men to women, since that the women are basically taking L's financially in the long run? Yep. Yeah. I mean, because these women, the Diddy case woman, she would be broke into eternity. She will be broke into eternity. So now we got to give her some money. It's kind of like welfare. All right. Yeah. No government name. NGM lawsuits are the new divorce. CGA. The content thieves are going to steal it and get the shine for it. Mitch is who CGA? There's a guy that says lawsuits are the new divorce, which I mean, when I said that, I mean, you know, men aren't marrying at the rates that they need to marry. Like these men, Andrew Tate, Diddy, any of these guys, R. Kelly, these are men that chose to stay single. Like they were like, I'm going to stay single, but when I'm single, I'm going to fuck whatever I want to fuck. Now, some of them did too much fucking, but these are men that are stay single. Like this is one of the benefits of marriage, because it does give you that out of, no, I'm married. I wouldn't do that until you're doing it. So it didn't save Bill Cosby. But these are men that chose to take the oath of being single and not marry, to not lose half their wealth. And they went full Casanova, and they are losing half their wealth, if not all, and losing their freedom. All right, so, you know, watch out. Even at the JUCO, watch out. Shout out to H every day. Coach, you were so right. I ran into a girl we ran a train on in middle school. Come to find out, she was in high school and an 11th grader at the time, letting middle schoolers smash. She's married to a truck driver, and he has no idea. All right, wow, you were in middle school. She was in the 11th grade and let y'all run a train yang on her. Boo-wee.
Train yang.
I'm going to stop telling you what I did in my past. NGN, the West hates men. He says, but Mitches will still say it's worth fighting for. Yeah, man. The evidence is, it's very clear what's happening here. So you got to be careful. Justin Gonzalez, there was a woman on Caleb Hammer's show last week who said that she felt that her ex-husband groomed her, and he was a 10% man. He was 20 years older than her, and they met when she was 19. I actually did a breakdown of that show, but yes. So somebody did just ask that question. Do you think wives will be able to say that the husbands groomed and trafficked her? And in fact, there was a woman on Caleb Hammer that said, my husband was 41. I was 19. I think he groomed me. So the question is not outrageous. We've actually heard a woman say that on this show. James Davis says, keep receipts for your coochie bill, fellas. Keep receipts. Ooh-wee. It's tough out here. And I think I got one more because I'm trying to keep these shows high and tight for my discipline. I'm trying to establish some discipline on here and keep the shows interesting for sure. All right, we got all of these brothers here. Shout out to the Coach Gang. We're going to be back tomorrow. Nonetheless, watch the replay. Hit the like button on all the videos. Share these videos. And we'll be back in tomorrow. Yes, we will. Shout out to you brothers, man. Shout out to you brothers. And we out. Peace.